Greetings from Liverpool and welcome to FTB Liverpool versus Real Madrid second leg. Supposedly revenge game. I'm Queen Patto and I have, again, it's Article, aka Artie, and the Cop Artist. Welcome, gents.
Thank you very much.
You're okay? Well, we're not okay, but, you know.
We'll survive.
So, guys, my summary of the game was, I thought we played really well, and I thought I picked the right team. I got the team correct. Milner did come on. People are going to question, was it the right choice of Klopp? Should he have picked that team? I think so. I thought we had lots of chances. Again, it was the finishing. Did we let Real Madrid dictate again? Because again, didn't we have most of the possession?
Yeah.
So did we let them dictate the game? No. You guys, help me out. I'm really upset tonight. What are you drinking there, Cop Artist? Can I have some?
It's only Vimto, darling.
Vimto. Well, do you know what? Actually, I've had some champagne because I did actually win a couple of £100 tonight.
Oh, you kept that one quiet.
Yeah, not on my team, of course, our team, because it was where both teams score.
Right.
So obviously, who was in the mix? Yeah, Man City.
Man City, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I didn't put my team in. I done them on the other bet, but yeah. So cheers to me. However, I'd go without that any day for my team to have won. So guys, come on, what's your thoughts?
Go on, Artie.
All right. Well, yeah, like you said, you know what? I think we played really well. No one can't question starting Milner as far as I'm concerned, because he did really well and we created those chances when he was on the park. So there's no point in questioning why did he start as far as I'm concerned. We took the game to them, and if you don't score, don't take your chances, then that's going to be the result. Do you understand? At the end of the day, that's what we had to do. We created enough chances to win 2 games tonight, to be fair. And that was the hurtful thing. And it's not only that, but the chances also fell to like Salah as well, the person who you'd expect would take them, at least one of them anyway. And if he had taken that first one, that early one that he hit straight at Courtois' foot, it's a totally different game. Totally different game. I didn't think we allowed them to boss us like we did last time. I think the midfield got about them. They gave them no time on the ball. They was hunting impacts, forcing them to make mistakes. So yeah, we definitely had a different game plan, and we really did get about them. I wish we played like that in the first game, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought the same.
Yeah, and the boys look good at the back. But in saying that as well, I am going to say, did we play like that because Real Madrid were more subdued because of the previous result as well? Would it have been like that if Real Madrid needed a result at our game, at our house? Might have been a bit different. But I personally feel the performance we put in tonight was good, apart from finishing. We did everything else apart from finish.
So now do you understand why I said if we hadn't let them score them 3 goals, we'd have been 1-0 up and we'd have won then, wouldn't we? Eh?
Yeah, we would have.
Right? See, it's all about not conceding, but Cop Artist, your thoughts, please.
I sort of agree with both of you in parts. I thought, like you know, when you said about Milner coming in and gelling the team together and being a captain, he played that role perfectly tonight. He was excellent in the first half. To be honest with you, I was quite surprised that they brought him off.
Yeah.
Whether it was tiredness or whatever, I don't know. But he was, certainly the standout player for me in the first half. I thought Mane started off really well, which was nice to see. In general, first half was probably the best half we played in all 4 halves, creating more chances, creating more clear-cut chances. For me, I think the second half was rather dull. I think there were too many crosses, too many of the same crosses, going to nobody. or being overhit or underhit and quite flat. So I thought Trent's crossing and Robbo's crossing was pretty poor in the second half. But I also thought that Real Madrid were very negative tonight. And I expected that. They came with a plan of not losing.
Of course.
That was it. That was all their plan. They didn't want to lose, because if they didn't lose, they would go through. It was all about getting as many players behind the ball as quick as possible. And then on the odd break. So for me, I was really, really excited about the first half, but I was quite disappointed with the second half from our lads.
Yeah, we didn't keep up that same intensity, man.
No, not at all. It was rather slow. It was a lot slower.
Yeah.
Did they run themselves a bit too ragged the first half? Possibly.
Not only that, I feel Real Madrid after half time, I think Zidane would have spoken to them, and I think they organized themselves a bit better.
Yeah, of course.
In the middle was packed. There was no way to try and find that ball through again in the middle. So yeah, that's why they had to try and resort to crosses.
I think some of the passes down through the middle, they didn't need to try and make. It was like there was no way the ball was going to go through. You can't trying to run the ball through the eye of Benito.
Yeah.
With three defenders, in a line sort of thing. It's not going to happen. Yeah. So I think decision making on whether it should have been a pass to the outside, or whether it should have been a quick pass down through the middle, I think they got that wrong.
Yeah. Totally agree.
Yeah. So what do you think about when Casemiro made the challenge on Milner and he went into the dugout? Do you think that was a red card? Do you think he got sent off?
Yeah. It was way too late, and you could see he made no attempt to play the ball. He just wanted to take that player out.
Do you think he didn't get the ball?
He didn't get anywhere near the ball.
He didn't get nowhere near it.
No. He was like 3 days late.
Stevie Wonder saw it.
So why do you think VAR didn't give the decision for the red card then? Bearing in mind the ref, even initially, I don't even think he didn't even challenge. Did he even challenge that decision?
He basically took the yellow card out of his pocket.
Yeah, but he was then instructed, wasn't he? Something must have been said in his ear.
It was being looked at by VAR, and VAR, for a red, and the VAR deemed no, it wasn't a red. But sorry. How
can VAR come up with that decision then, guys?
Because it's Liverpool. That's what they do to us.
Yeah.
That's what they do. Look at the decisions they've given to us this season. It's been ridiculous.
But the thing is, that VAR that's Champions League VAR. That's not.
Doesn't matter.
Come on, we've said in previous games how quick we've actually bigged up the Champions League VAR and how they've been quick to respond. No, don't get me wrong, guys. I totally agree. I don't know what has happened. I thought it was a late challenge. So if it's a late challenge, and he knew what he was doing, it was a malicious, it had intent.
Yeah.
Then why wasn't it a red card? Also, did he not give Robbo a red card as well straight after it?
Give a yellow card.
What was that for? Shouting at?
That was for him having a go at.
He had a go at Casemiro.
Pardon?
He had a go at Casemiro and he pushed him.
Well.
Yeah.
So we get to yellow for pushing.
Yeah.
When the challenge, what he done in the dugout, how can that be the same, guys?
It's not. That's the thing. It's not that challenge. Had it been, another player, maybe a player that wasn't as, I don't know, stocky, like Milner is, that could have been a career-ending challenge. Any challenge like that can end a career. So to me, that's dangerous play.
Exactly.
And if it's dangerous play by the rule of the game, it's a straight red.
Yes. So I don't know how we stayed on the pitch, to be honest.
No.
And I think the ref has known he has a red card at the bar. So so he's had that in mind and thought, oh no, I won't send him off. Not 2 red cards in the matter of days. So The thing is with me, again, we can't really put the boys at fault. And I thought Milner had a great game. I thought he was on the right. All the play on the right was absolutely excellent. I thought Trent, basically everything I said last night on the show about Trent, he basically did. He was fired up. He was the scouser in the team, and he was wanting to win for his city because it's his club. You know, we do understand that. We all want to play for big clubs, but if you're not from that city, if it's not where you live and you're not born and bred and you've got no identity or ancestry with that town or city, then doesn't mean as much to you as it does to the likes of Trent. I'm not taking anything away from the rest of the players, but I know that you understand what I mean.
The captain.
I'm just so glad that he gave 100%. He gave his heart tonight. He really did. And I thank you, Trent, that you did give your heart. And I feel it for you. And I can't believe that we didn't get 2 goals. I still can't believe, guys, that we didn't get 2 goals.
No, we had a chance.
We had. The amount of it, and do you know who touched on that as well? Was James Miller in his interview after the game. He basically said everyone did their job, everyone was where they were supposed to be, everyone done what they were supposed to do. They got the balls to the guys who were supposed to go and get the goals for us, and it didn't happen. The finishing again, all season, same thing, finishing again. So, guys, what's the next question? Where do we go from here? Obviously, now we've got to get in that top 4 now, haven't we?
Look at now, we've got to go for the top 4.
We can't say we've got extra games. All we've got now is to concentrate on the Prem. So where do we go from here?
You got to fight tooth and nail for every single point. I mean, we have a decent run in, far more decent than the teams above us. That's going to help on paper. On the pitch, that's a different matter. We've seen it this season where we've played awful against lower division, lower sort of teams in the table. We've lost a lot of games to those teams, but on paper we have probably the best chance of getting into the top 4. We just got to start it on Monday. We've got to head out like we did in the first half of the Real Madrid game, and just go for everything. And they've got to leave everything on the pitch every game.
Yep.
Artie.
Yeah, no, 100%. That's what we've got to do. We've got to go everything now. Just concentrate on getting in that top 4. Tough one against Leeds. It's not going to be an easy game. That's a definite. Not going to be an easy game. I think if we can overcome that one, then that really puts us in a good position to make the top 4. But once again, we still need to rely on the results above us. And that's the worry. So, we need to, as well as doing our job, we have to rely on other people to do their job as well for us. But, it's all full steam ahead now. One thing I want to see if they're able to do is I think tonight would have taken a lot out of the boys. They put a lot of effort in, a lot of heart in, mentally and physically. They're going to be a bit drained after tonight. So it's to pick themselves up and go again. It's going to be very hard. So, hopefully Jurgen can get them up for that. And we can move on and attack Leeds. If we can attack Leeds the same way that we played today, then with them chances, I can't see us missing all them chances again.
No. And we've got that extra day rest as well, because obviously we're playing Monday night. Yeah.
So we'll stick some of them away.
But going back to what you said the other day, Cop Artist, regarding saying with the money, the 4.1 million, Yeah.
Do
you think now, looking back, FSG will think maybe we should have bought in the summer? Maybe we should have done a bit more. Maybe we should have given a bit more instead of concentrating on the Red Sox. And we won't be in this predicament. No, at the end of the day, they're our owners.
Yeah.
And the owners, at the end of the day, does lie with them. They dictate how much we're going to get and what we do with that money. Yeah, where it goes. So I do not think now they're going to look at this as a learning curve. And hopefully this summer, they are going to invest now. They know now to win anything, you've got to buy.
Well, I would have thought by now they would have realised that anyway. And if they don't, then something's wrong. I know that they have said there will be a kitty in the summer for Klopp for whatever players that he wants to get. But the question is, how much of a kitty is there? Because obviously we're not going to, we're not going to get any more sort of Champions League money. So obviously the further you go in the Champions League, the more money you get. If you win it, you get extra. So we're not going to get that.
Our fault. That's what I'm saying. That's their fault, isn't it?
Yeah, no, totally. But that also, that gives them more money to be able to sort of play with. This whole sort of 4.1 billion that we're worth, that's just our worth. That's not available cash.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes they do maybe think more about the Red Sox because they are American owners.
Mm-hmm.
And they're also thinking about the revenue that's not coming in via the supporters at the moment. Obviously, that will change. So I think they will be conservative in the summer. There will be money there, but I don't think it will be as much as the fans would like to see.
Yeah.
Again,
I think Klopp is also going to have to do a lot of generating his own with sales of players.
Yeah.
And get players off the wage bill. So I think that's gonna have to go into it as well. That's gonna be factored in as well. But yeah, they definitely know. To be fair, I don't think at the beginning of the season anyone would have foreseen the injuries that we would have gone through. To be fair, so they would have looked at us as being in a good position. To be honest. So, but yeah,
even if we'd had a full side, even if we'd had a full team, a full side, I still think we should have bought a lot better in the summer. Personally,
for me, I've always wanted I think for the last
richest club in the world, the fifth.
Yeah.
I've always wanted
sales. I love the summer sales. It's not. What did we do? Buying the January sales?
Yeah, but we didn't know, did we? We didn't buy the January sale. We got Kabak, which was like which was on loan, and we've got Davies for like £1 million.
That's what I'm saying. They were our January sales.
Yeah, it was a sale, wasn't it?
That's when we got them, wasn't it? Okay. Here's our questions, guys. Are we ready?
Yeah, here's our Reeks again.
Yeah, here's your Tigers.
Tigers in.
Sorry, not even talking about City. Sorry. Good evening, Reese. Good evening, Reese, and good evening to everybody at home, everyone all over the globe. Thank you for tuning in to FTB Sports. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe. And Reese is saying, I don't blame Robbo. Did anyone say they blamed Robbo?
No, not at all.
No, he's probably talking about the incident with Casemiro.
All right, yeah, possibly.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
that's a natural reaction from one of your teammates. If a tackle like that comes in, you are going to retaliate. Definitely.
Okay, so Avenge Cookie LFC. Hello, Avenge Cookie. Not heard from you for a while. How are you? Good evening. And he's saying, do you think Jota and Thiago should have played from the start? We needed a creative player on the pitch from the beginning of the match. I thought we were creative all the way through the game, actually, Avenge Cookie. I mean, thank you for your questions. It's your opinion. Should they have played from the start? It's no good asking me because I didn't pick them in my team. I picked my team as how I thought I'd play them. Avenge Cookie, over to you. Cop Artist, do you think we should have played Jota and Thiago from the start?
I picked in my team yesterday. I picked Thiago, and you replaced him with Milner, so that was a fair shout. But I didn't pick Jota. I picked Jota to come off the bench like he did, purely and simply because I thought, because the Villa game, Bobby started to play a little bit better, was showing a better form. I thought Jota, an impact player, when Real Madrid players were a little bit tired, would have had a bigger impact. I don't think, when you look at the balance of play in the first half, the call that Klopp made to put in the team he put in at that time was correct. It worked out right, and we made chances. We made gilt-edged chances. Would those chances have been made with Thiago and Jota in place of those players? Possibly not. It's just we just didn't take them.
Yeah. And Artie, what do you think?
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And like I said, we created gilt-edged chances without them guys on the pitch. The only thing I might say with that is if Jota was on, maybe he may have taken one of those chances. That's the only difference, I think. But to be fair, he created those chances without those guys on the pitch, to be fair.
Me, Avenge Cookie, I think, as I said, I didn't put him in my first team, and I thought he'd come on and do a lot better than he actually did. I didn't think he did what I wanted him to do and what I expected, and what I think Klopp expected him to do, and the rest of the fans. So he didn't come on and save the day, did he, really?
No.
So maybe it was the better choice. Maybe, as my lovely friends and kings have said, why did Milner get taken off? He didn't do anything wrong, did he?
No.
Yeah, I was quite surprised at that. I thought he was playing really well.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but thank you, Revenge Cookie. Thank you very much for your questions. And we have Reese Efford again. Anyway, how are you doing, guys? Well, Reese, I won a couple of £100. What did you win?
He's been with me all night on my live while I've been watching the footy. So
is Reese a Manchester City fan?
No, that's Tiger.
What's Reese then?
Reese is a Liverpool fan. He's a young lad who I know his dad. So I know his dad personally.
Yeah. Did Reese pick the team with me? Is that Reese?
I'm not sure. It might have been.
It was, wasn't it? And he picked the same.
He was in last night.
Yeah. Reese, you're my mate. Reese, you can come on the show.
Even though he twice.
You're more than welcome, Reese. You're more than welcome. And we got Mark Pickering again. Good evening, Mark Pickering. We had chances but did not take them. Totally agree. And we missed a hat-trick tonight. Top 4 now. Yeah, we've just been talking about that. Thank you, Mark. We've just said that. What do you want to add to that, guys?
He's right. Again, Mark was with me again all through the game. Obviously, we were chatting and trying to watch the game. It was clear.
Also.
Yeah. He's one of my TikTok followers and a very avid follower. He's a great guy. But at the end of the day, he's right. And Artie was right. We missed gilt-edged chances that we would primarily have at least taken 2 of them normally, and that would have put us into the next round.
The Tiger saying Leeds will be a tough game, but I feel Leeds may nick a win. Tiger, that's another show, darling.
Yeah, that's the next show.
Yeah. That's probably could be Sunday. Did we say Sunday? Because we're hoping we should have a special guest on for that show. We're going to have an ex-Liverpool player, and he is actually the first Liverpool black player, and his name is Howard Gale.
Isn't that's at 6:00?
Pardon?
Wasn't that scheduled for 6:00?
That is correct. It's scheduled for 6:00 on Sunday. It's the Leeds preview show, but it's also going to be featuring Howard Gale. And if you want to get some questions and ask him some questions, he's played for several teams: Blackburn, Sunderland. Oh, I'm trying to think. Help me, guys.
Oh, that's out of my head.
Oh, and so he went, I remember, into America as well, didn't he? He had a little stint in America. He has played a few. He'd come on in let Howie talk about that. I'm not going to talk about Howie. That's his job. That's why we've got him on the show. That's why we've got him on the show. So, yeah, tune in for that. Should be good. Should be really, really good show. So, Don't know who's this. Ivy, one of your. Don't know
Nah.
you, darling.
Yeah, you're born to create.
And then we have Richard Fitzsimmons. Hi all. Hi.
Hi, Richard.
And we've got Cryptic Crimson.
Cryptic Crimson. Don't know.
Do we think Cryptic? I think Cryptic Crimson could be a Real
Are you
Madrid.
not a City fan, maybe?
Hola, ¿cómo está? And
Yeah,
again, the same.
Don't start with a foreign language. I can't even understand English half the time.
Yeah. Right, okay, let's see. No, the same.
Born to create.
Who's putting these up? Who's putting these comments up?
Liverpool did play well. Dynamic Productions, good evening. Well, that's what makes the defeat so sweet for me. See you next season. Dynamic is, I think you Man City. Can't remember. But Dynamic, good evening. He's been on here before. Hello. But as he said, we did play well. Yeah, we know we did play well. Oh, we did play well. There's been loads of trolls on. Have you got a secret name? Have you? King Cop? Artist?
I haven't got a secret name. No, that's.
I don't know what he's on about.
No Salah.
No Salah. How was the no Salah? He was there all night.
He's the one that missed the gilt edge chance.
He must have done something wrong, but it was temp mute. Someone who you must know. I think that's someone you know.
It's Tiger.
You know it. Reese. Okay, and we've got Avenge again. Evening, guys. We had so many chances, couldn't get through the Real Madrid defense. Really? I think we did. I thought we did.
In the first half.
Yeah, first half. Second half, they were outstanding in defence.
Oh, do you think because as well? What did you think of Cruz? I thought he was going to be a danger man, but he actually wasn't, was he?
No, he was stopped.
Yeah, we stuffed them out. The midfield snuffed them out. They did a good job.
They did. I thought the midfield worked really well, actually. I really did.
I was disappointed in the fact that certainly in the second half, why weren't we shooting from outside the box?
Yeah.
When we had chances. We had chances to shoot outside the box. We had space there in front of their defence, and they did nothing with it. I just think poor decision making, and that's been a big problem for us in the final third all season. Just not making the right decision at the right time. Is that confidence? Is it not? I don't know. But at the end of the day, if you've got a chance to have a shot, have they been told not to take it and try and walk the ball in the back of the net? Because that's how it seems to be panning out.
Do you know what you think, Artie?
Yeah, no, definitely. We should have. There's times we should have shot earlier. Even Salah, the chance he had when he's in the box in the second half, when he took another touch, and then he got blocked. Just toe post it, man. You just need to hit the target. Do you understand? Definitely need to. Like Tiger's saying as well, this is what I was going to say for the last couple of seasons.
We need a striker.
I've been wanting us to buy someone who guarantees us 15 to 20 goals a season up front playing down the field. I think we missed that. We definitely.
And who would you bring in, Artie? What striker? If I gave you all the money you want now, what magic wand, who are you bringing in? Who are you bringing to Liverpool? Who fits the Liverpool shirt? Who fits the Liverpool way?
When you can be all that money, there's two people, choice of two people. It's going to be Mbappe or Haaland. No ifs or buts. Or Haaland.
Yeah.
Or Haaland.
Yeah, no ifs or buts. That's guaranteed goals. Guaranteed.
Two the most prolific goal scorers.
Who would you go for?
I'm exactly with Artie on this one. I've been saying it for months. I get asked loads of times, who would I buy? Should we buy? And there are only two out there, as Mbappe and Haaland.
Yeah, true. And are we agreeing with Reese on that?
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah.
Makira.
Yeah. Sometimes you need those kind of players, man. They make that difference.
Yeah, Reese agrees, should have been a red. Yeah, that's what we said. Definitely should have been a red. Definitely. He went for Milner. Yeah, he did. What did you do? Did you see Jürgen and did you hear him? Did you hear what he said?
What did he say? I didn't see it.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, he was saying, what was it? Well done. Very sarcastically. He just said to them, well done. Well done. Well done. That's all he kept saying to him. I was laughing. But yeah, he did go for Milner. VAR gave City what? We're not
talking about City. This is the Liverpool show, not the Man City show.
You said Tiger was a red?
No, I said Tiger was a Man City fan.
Oh, Tiger's Man City. Okay. Sorry, Tiger. But it's the Liverpool show. Reese, I don't blame Robbo. I think you said that before. Do you think Jota and Thiago should have played from the start? We said that before too. And Reese, yeah. Top four, yeah, we talked about top four, and we talked about Leeds. And we had chances and to make it a hat-trick. So, guys, what do we do to move forward now? Top four or Europa?
No, top four. Top four. We have every chance of getting top four. Like I said, everybody above us are going to play each other, so the points are going to be dropped somewhere.
Yeah, definitely.
We just have to make sure that we get as many points and win as many games as possible. Let them fight it out above us. Let them drop each other's points. That works for me.
Yeah.
And just like I said, go for every single point. That's all we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to capitalize when they fall, when they slip up. That's the main thing.
Good evening, Edward Brown, and thank you for your comments. Come on the pool. So, guys, I know you don't really want to talk about it, but who do you think now? Who's left? Looking at the next semi-finals, who do you think's going to win then the European Cup?
For me,
yes,
I can't see anybody winning it, but PSG.
Really?
I think I watched both PSG games, and they have the strongest team and they play the better football.
Yeah.
Outside of those that are left, I think I think they'll get past City. I think it will be a Real Madrid and PSG final. But I just see Mbappe just being the difference between PSG and Real Madrid. I don't think they'll be able to cope with him. I don't think any of the English teams will get through to the final.
Really?
Yeah. I can't see Chelsea getting through. They're not going to get past Real Madrid, and I can't see City getting past PSG.
Wow, what do you think, Artie?
I think that Chelsea will beat Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're a lot more solid at the back. So I think that they will do Real Madrid, but I believe that Man City will beat PSG, and I think Man City will go on to win it.
Okay, that's really? To me then.
Yeah.
Man City to win. Wow, Artie, I didn't expect you to say that. I really didn't. Really didn't. I think personally, out of the four who were left, I'll probably go for PSG. I think I agree with the cop artist. Yeah, definitely not Man City. Definitely not Man City. And I think in the final, I think it'd probably be PSG and Real Madrid. I do.
I just think
Yeah,
they're
I
too
think there'll
strong.
be an English club in the final. I just can't see it myself.
No.
I just can't.
But you never know. Stranger things have happened.
Oh, no, that is true. That is true. We've got Age Reed.
He was supposed to be on here with us.
Pardon?
He was supposed to be on here with us.
He was, yeah. What happened to you, Age?
Tell him, yeah, what happened to you?
What happened? What happened? Where are you? Where are you? But he's saying Klopp needs to drop Winnie and play Curtis Jones more. What do you think about that?
Jones is injured, though.
Yeah.
He's injured.
Yeah, injured.
He's just told you their age. He's just told you.
Yeah.
And then Reese is saying, yeah, I helped with the team. Did you, Reese?
Yeah.
You should come on then. You need to come on. You definitely need to come on. Right, well, guys, I think we're getting to the 40 minutes, and I think maybe tonight, because I know there was talk about doing a Hillsborough show tomorrow, but as I've said, I find it really upsetting, and I don't actually like the day. So unless one of you want to go ahead, but I'll rather just say something tonight and just say to the 96 and also to the other people that never get mentioned, that it also affected and actually forgotten about, to be honest. And there's a lot of people who have committed suicide.
Yeah.
Because they were ones who actually didn't have a ticket. And they feel sometimes guilty that they went in. But as I've always said, weren't your fault. The police let the fans in that day. That never ever happened. I always went to away matches throughout the 80s. I always went to the away matches with my brother, and it was good fun. And sometimes you got stopped on the way, on the coach, on the train, even in your car, at the station, at the coach station, in the main town, whatever you were in, and you get stopped by the police and they'd ask you, did you have a ticket? And if you didn't have a ticket, they'd probably put you back on the coach or the train, and you got sent back home. So that day in Sheffield, I couldn't believe the amount of people that actually got to Hillsborough, that actually got to that ground, because that doesn't normally happen. Never happens. You get charged on the police and on the horses. You know, they were quite good at that in them days, where they just come charging at you and you moved, or you got slammed, broken foot, broken anything in your body, because it was allowed back then. So how 2,000 extra fans ever got to Hillsborough and got near Leppens Lane that day, I'll never know. And then for Buchenfield to go, oh, go on, yeah, just let them in. That already packed pen. Just let them in, that's fine. Then 2,000, you know. That never happens. That never happens. You can look back at pictures of in the old Wembley on FA Cup day, and you'd see people that would try and bunk into Wembley, climbing up, risking their life. If they'd have dropped and fell, they'd be dead. They'd be dead, right? And it happened, and you watched it live on TV, and it was, you know, and it was so. There is no blame on the 2,000 people that attended that day, because that's your luck. You go and you probably couldn't believe that David Duchenfield let you in that day. It's never happened, ever. Has any police chief, whatever, constable has ever said, yeah, just let them in? Never has it happened. And as I said, I went all through the 80s to all the away games when I was a lot younger, and never ever happened. So the blame's always been with David Duchenfield. You can bury your head and duck your head as much as you want, lads. You are to blame, and you knew what you were doing that day. You knew full well what you were doing. It was already a packed pen, because you stood in them days and you got a lot more people in, where you sit down now in your comfort. Well, back then you'd all just stood up and there was thousands and thousands. There was a lot more than was said anyway, but we weren't all dated and registered, because you didn't have all your iPhones and your internet. So you already knew it was chocker, and he knew what he was doing, okay? And he sent them to the debts, and no one else is to blame except David Duchenfield and South Yorkshire Police. And not all of them, but they didn't help us. They didn't help us that day. And you know, then the very next game, if I can just get it here. The very next game. This is my programme from the very next game. If you want to clock the date, get the date in. Okay. This was the very next game that we played in Sheffield Wednesday. Okay. The very next game. And the only bit about us is that little box. That's the only bit that was mentioned to us. So that's why I hate tomorrow. But like I said, I'm not going to get up. Well, I can't help but get upset. Oh, you should that day. Should never have happened. And you don't go to the match. And you don't die. And you don't. And all sitting. That weren't the answer. You don't go to the match and stand and then you die. You don't go to the match because you stood up and you die. That didn't happen, okay? So you don't even go all there with your all-seater venues and all that. That isn't the point. But to the 96 and all the other people who were affected. But are we still here for you? And I know all what's happened during the week and things have ended, but it doesn't matter. You know we're still here. You know we're still welcoming Liverpool. Liverpool love. And to the angels, the 96 angels up in heaven, but all the others who still survived and have been forgotten. Well, you're not forgotten. And if ever you need me, I'll always be here for you. So may you rest in peace. So if anyone's got anything else to add, then please do so, guys.
I think you've said it all
Yeah,
perfectly.
Definitely.
Yeah, you said it all perfectly. I don't think there's anything else to add, is there, really?
Yeah. So on that note, I'm going to bid everyone a good night, and we will see you on Sunday for our lead show. And we're going to have the first Liverpool black player, and he's a lovely guy. I call him Howie. His name's Howard Gale, but he's Howie, and he's absolutely lovely. So if you want to ask him any questions, please join us. So on that note, don't forget, you'll never walk alone. To all the 96 as well, you'll never walk alone. And all the fans, ever, we never walk alone. And whatever's happened tonight, it's just a little blip, and we will be back. And we're going to get the top 4. And next year, hopefully, everything will be fine. So, good night. God bless. Liverpool love to us all.